Hi, I'm Steve Mathis. You know, in my travels around, when I talk to the tire guys, the number one question they get asked is, how do you change a tire so fast? Well, this week, I'm gonna show you. When I was taking Nick Wade, a top privateer in the Supercross series in 2002, I had to change a ton of tires, front and rear. And on this week, Transworld Motocross Bike Bandit How-To of the Week, I'm gonna show you how to do one. All right, I've taken the wheel off the bike. Another little trick, put the axle into the muffler of the bike, that way it doesn't collect dirt, it's easy to find. So I've loosened the rim lock, I've got the wheel set, take off the valve core. And what you're gonna wanna do now, you need to break the bead. I like doing it by putting it on the floor. When you weigh like I do, like a small car, it makes it pretty easy to break. As you can see, the bead is being broken. And that makes your life a whole lot easier. So it is now broken. What you want to do is, no matter whether you do it on the floor, if you have a cool tire stand, always do it this side up. Your knuckles will thank you later. So now that the bead's broken, you want to get some sort of lube. Windex works good, soap and water. I've heard of some people using WD-40. Get it all lubed up. I like to start at the rim lock. I'm using my Motion Pro tire irons, available at Bike Bandit. Simply stick those in between the rim, find your spot. Putting pressure and taking the rim down on the bead helps a lot. Simply pull it over, lock it in underneath the disc, make your second cut. I like to pull it out. A common mistake that people make is taking too big of a bite, and therefore it takes a lot of effort to try to do it. Small bites, people. Works better. I should probably follow that advice at the dinner table. And you simply want to just slowly work around, and the tire comes off, and you're ready to take the tube out. One side of the bead is done. Lift up, pull your tube out. Be careful when you get to the valve stem. Push it through with your fingers. Pull it out. Okay, the tube is out of the tire. There's a few different ways to go about this. Some people like flipping the tire over and breaking the bead on the other side. I like to muscle a little bit more. Basically, rim lock on the bottom, like that. You can go in from this side, find your sweet spot, pull it over, and just pull it down. There you go. Time for a new tire. All right, the tire is off. The rim has been prepped and ready to go. I've got my Dunlop Geomax MX51 available at Bike Bandit, ready to mount up. I've also Windexed up the bead to make it easy. Lubrication is your friend when it comes to tire changing. Maybe some other things too. What you want to do is rim lock down. Again, keep the sprocket side facing out to make that easier. Basically put it halfway in as much as you can and slowly work your way around. Work your way around, like I was saying. Small bites. There you go. Tire is on the rim. You can probably get this cool tire stand from Bike Bandit too. Now for the tube. All right, the tube is partly way in. Valve stem is through. It's always good to have these nuts that come with the tube. Put it on the valve stem to keep it from popping back through. And basically stick the tube in. One thing that a lot of amateur people don't realize, put some air in the tube. It helps it retain its shape, keeps the tire irons from coming down on it and pinching it. So just a little bit of air in the tube will make your life a lot easier. Stick it around. And then when you finally get it in, I always like to just push the rim lock in up and down, helps center the tube as well, let you know that there's no binding going on in there. All right, the tube is in. The tire has been lubed up with a Windex/water soap combo. Again, I started the rim lock. Some people don't. I always tend to do it. Your first bite, push down on the rim lock, move it on over. Keep pushing that rim lock in so you know that the tube isn't going to pinch it. And just like taking it off, it's small bites. Keep pressure on this tire iron all the way around. As you go, you can sometimes push the bead back down there, gives you a bit more slack in the tire. And be careful when you go around this way. Just want to keep small bites. Always making sure the tire is finding its home. Too big of a bite there. And it's best to not go past center. If you go past center, a lot of times you'll find that that's when you'll pinch a tube. Too big of a bite there. You can just wait, let the lube take effect. Gentle, small bites. When you get the last little bit, pull your irons out. Just use your hand, pop it on. Good tire pressure, 12 pounds. You'll be good with that. Tires mounted, you're ready to ride. This has been Trans World Motocross Bike Bandit How-To of the Week.